Elevatopia offers 10 strange habits of intelligent people. Have you ever been angry with yourself for your mess, staying up too late, or couch surfing? Be kind with yourself. It seems that some of these seemingly bad habits may be related to intellect. So, the next time someone calls you lazy or forgetful, consider it a praise. In fact, it can indicate that you are more intelligent than the majority. Let's examine some peculiar behaviors that brilliant people exhibit in light of this. Number 1. They're typically night owls. Films and television frequently depict inventive geniuses toiling away on a new invention at all hours of the night. In fact, those that stay up later have been proven to have higher IQs. According to psychological theories, introverted people tend to be more intelligent, and as a result, they prefer the solitude of the night to concentrate on their thoughts. Number 2. They're messy. When you think of someone with a high IQ, you might picture a scientist in a lab coat working in a sterile, bright white environment. But bright people don't typically operate in such clean settings. In fact, they frequently have quite unkempt workstations. Not that they are slobs, exactly. Simply put, intelligent people tend to be more creative, which might result in messiness since they are more likely to become preoccupied with the problem or issue and neglect orderliness. And science supports this. According to studies, unorganized workspaces encourage creativity by encouraging independence and fresh ideas. On the other hand, orderly surroundings can be constrictive since they promote uniformity and hinder original thought. Number 3. They're a couch potato. It might seem like a waste of time to veg out on the couch. A clever person might be thought to be active and constantly working on new tasks or questions. People who have active minds may actually be less active physically. Sedentary lifestyles may not be the best for general health, but they do allow for brain activity. It was shown that non-thinkers were more active than thinkers, which may be related to the fact that non-thinkers are more prone to boredom and need to be busy to avoid the unfavorable effects of mental stimulation. Number 4. They daydream. Daydreaming, like doodling, may indicate increased creativity and problem-solving abilities. People with intelligence are aware that concentrating too much on one item can lead to overthinking and missing the answer. Daydreaming enables the mind to wander while maintaining the main issue in the background so that the brain can consider it from other perspectives and return with a new outlook. Number 5. They take cold showers. Many well-known geniuses took advantage of the relaxed atmosphere. Theodore Roosevelt would go winter skinny diving in the Potomac River in Washington, D.C., while Benjamin Franklin would swim in the frigid Thames River in London. It turns out that the traditional practice of submerging oneself in cold water has health benefits for both the body and the psyche. Even Hippocrates claimed that water therapy relieved both bodily and mental weakness. When the body is compelled to adjust to cold water fast, it produces a shock that energizes the body by pumping new blood to the brain and other crucial organs. Additionally, it is associated with enhanced mood and memory, which boosts productivity. Number 6. They doodle. Have you ever turned around in the middle of a lecture to see a student making notes in the margins? This could indicate that they are bored, but it could also indicate intelligence. It's a trait often connected with intellect to doodle. It helps with memory and is engaged in problem-solving and information processing. In fact, research indicates that doodlers are able to recall 29% more data. The visual expression of thoughts, emotions, and notions is channeled through those seemingly mindless little squiggles. Not necessarily the act of doodling itself, but the fact that it gives the mind a break from excessively focused on one thing makes it a sign of intelligence. Number 7. They're self-critical. Most individuals probably equate confidence with intelligence. The reverse is actually true. Being more self-conscious makes highly bright people more aware of the world's richness of knowledge and less confident in their own talents. They are more apt to be critical of themselves and may admit when they don't know something. On the other side, those who are less bright lack the awareness of themselves needed to own their stupidity. They simply fail to recognize their flaws or their errors. Number 8. They curse like a sailor. People frequently equate vulgarity with a lack of education and intelligence, implying that when someone is at a loss for words, they tend to fill their sentences with general profanities. In reality, the polar opposite is true. In general, people who know more curse words have a larger vocabulary overall, and language proficiency is associated with higher IQ. Therefore, it stands to reason that those who are smarter know more profanities. However, because they also have the ability to judge when and where such language is appropriate, they might not always use it. Number 9. They prefer to be alone. Intelligent people are more likely to be reclusive and comfortable with limited social interaction outside of their small group of close pals. They are not incapable of socializing, but for them, less is more. This, too, is explainable by evolutionary factors. Around 150 individuals resided in each tiny hunting and gathering community. Within this circle, communication was essential for both survival and procreation. Today's social media and increased stimulation make it difficult for our brains to keep up with this requirement. Higher IQ individuals frequently place a greater emphasis on long-term goals than on mingling with others. Number 10. They talk to themselves. A person may appear a little cuckoo while they are talking to themselves. However, it actually relates to bright people's higher-level thinking, memory, and perceptual abilities. Saying the names of things out loud helps with memory just like mnemonic strategies do. This is so because language has purposes beyond simple communication. It actually makes perception and thought more vivid. Speaking aloud triggers the brain's visual memory functions, which speeds up the processing of solutions and concepts. If so, do you believe they can be connected to higher intelligence, or do you accept them at face value? What other behaviors do you believe to be related to intellectual prowess? Post your ideas and remarks below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and tell your friends about it so we can make more like it. We appreciate you viewing Elevatopia.